All right, so welcome guys, welcome to our Tuesday night Life Without Limits event. My name is Jacqui and I'm so excited. I love this event every week for so many different reasons. I love connecting with this community. I know we've already had a little bit of a chat about where everyone is from. We're all over Australia, looking for some New Zealand and international crew in here as well. But it's my mission and my purpose and our mission as a team to inspire healthy, happier lives for everyone in the world on their terms. I really think that everyone's becoming more aware of this global health crisis that's going on. We are all living longer, but maybe not as healthy as we should be. And everyone's a lot more aware of what we can do on a day-to-day basis to look after ourselves and just create that better life, a life without limits. So look, I'm really excited for some of the stories that you're going to hear tonight, for some of the experiences that some of the beautiful people on here have had. So thank you for jumping on. Thank you for supporting the girls that are launching their businesses tonight, for Keren and Ayla. Congratulations. We'll hear from Keren soon, so hang around for that. But I'm going to get started, I guess, by telling you a little bit about who I am and my story. I came across this business, gosh, about 2.5 years ago now. I was doing my electrical apprenticeship, nearly finished my trade, but really not happy with where my life was headed. I'm a personal trainer, group fitness instructor, have been for about 10 years. So that was my gig that I did on the side because I loved it, but it was never something that I could see as a way to pay my wage full time. So I guess I was in that rut of working a job that would pay the bills because the thing that I loved wouldn't pay the bills and wasn't sustainable for me long term. So when someone approached me about, the products, the program that we all share in the business, I was really open-minded because subconsciously I was definitely looking for something that I would be excited to get out of bed for in the mornings. The first thing that I did was jump onto the products, that start using the program, and the changes for me were incredible. I'm not going to keep talking for too long tonight, so I won't start on my story, otherwise I won't shut up. But what I am going to share is what our products are, what our program is all about, and just get straight into the nitty-gritty of the company that we're aligned with. So if you're not familiar, the company that we are aligned with is called Juice Plus. Now, Juice Plus have some flagship products here. I picked them up the wrong way, upside down. What we're all about is bridging the gap between what we do eat every day and what we really should eat every day. So I don't know about you guys, I struggle to get the recommended, I guess even 5 veg and 2 fruit a day that the government recommends. That's a bare minimum for health. The World Health Organization recommends 7 to 12 varieties of fresh fruit and veg a day. And that's different varieties. That's fresh, vine ripened, high quality produce. Hard to source, let alone hard to find the time and I guess room in the stomach to eat all of that every day. So that's where Juice Plus came along. It was actually the brainchild of someone who was juicing every day to be able to get all of that nutrition, but thought there must be an easier way to do this. So what we've done is we've literally got about 30 different vine ripened fruits, veg, berries, and we've taken them straight from the vine at peak ripeness so that everything is fully developed in them. That's the stage that, birds and the bees eat our fruit and our veg, right, is when it's fully ripe because all of the nutrition is there. So that's when we're taking the produce, we're taking the whole thing, the skin, the seeds, the stem, reducing it down to a pulp, reducing the water out of it at a very low temperature, and what we're left with is this incredibly powerful powder that we then put into a capsule. Now, the reason for that is that in that powder, you've got all these amazing living enzymes, phytonutrients, phytochemicals, all the good stuff. And as we know, if you leave an apple on the bench, right, let's talk about a humble apple, for example. An apple has about 400 key nutrients and about 10,000 different phytochemicals. And how long does it take sitting on the bench for an apple to start to go brown? And that's those enzymes dying, for want of a better word, right? So if we want all of those 400 key nutrients, 10,000 phytochemicals from one piece of fruit to stay living until they reach your intestines or your stomach, we've put them in a capsule. So no oxidation occurs. The capsule itself is vegan. It's proven to get into the bloodstream within, I think they think it's about 8 minutes, but it's definitely within 20 minutes, which is pretty incredible. So first thing in the morning, you can flood your body with masses of quality nutrition that most of us wouldn't get in a full day regardless. For me, that was pretty incredible and pretty powerful. And what stood out was that the labels on these bottles are not a supplement label or a product label. They're a food label. They're actual ingredients in them. Happy to send you the ingredient list if you'd like to read it. So yeah, I guess from my perspective as a group fitness instructor, personal trainer, I'd seen loads of different supplements. Heard loads of different claims to health. What's actually in these products stood out to me. The research behind them was the next thing that stood out to me. So we've got over 35, I think, different gold standard, double-blind, peer-reviewed research papers that are published in top quality medical journals. And that's showing things like Juice Plus reduces systemic inflammation in your body. If you're not familiar with these terms, all disease is some form of systemic inflammation. So that's a pretty huge one. Increases circulation in the body, improves your immune system. The list goes on. And if you're a research geek like me, we're happy to give you that info. But the research was there. The next thing that I loved about this company is that we're not just about health for the healthy. So I know there's lots of different products out there that anyone can take in their peak of health and at a good stage of life when everything's working in its prime. But for example, you can't have it when you're breastfeeding. You can't have it if you're on different medications, or there's lots of different contraindications. Whereas Juice Plus is safe for everyone at every stage of life. It's safe for breastfeeding, it's safe for kids. And so with that in mind, Juice Plus saw the opportunity to create chewables, fruit and vegetables. I guess not just for kids, they're for the fussy adults that don't like to swallow a capsule as well. Some people can't handle that capsule swallowing. And the chewables have the exact same ingredients in them. All of that top quality nutrition. I think the single greatest thing about the children's products is the children's health study that we're running alongside it. There's over 2 million children taking part in our study now. And we're seeing that kids are getting obviously the same results that I mentioned before with the improved immune system, all of those things. So they're missing less school, there's less over-the-counter medications, but we're seeing that children and adults alike are actually craving more healthy fruit and vegetable. So this product can be a massive catalyst for change in your life. Kids' behaviour is improving. The list goes on and on with what people are noticing, and I just think it's such a powerful thing that we're able to share that with people and that we're able to share it as part of our study. So on that study, any adult that has the product for themselves can sponsor a child for free for up to 4 years. Now that's pretty incredible value, that a child can get that level of nutrition into their body for 4 years at absolutely no cost to you. And all we ask is that you tell us how great they're feeling and what you notice. So absolutely love that part of our company. We're definitely a heart-driven company. So that's our flagship product, the fruits, veg and berries that we've all heard about. We do have another, I keep saying it's new, it's probably not that new anymore. I think it's over a year old, our most recent product. So we saw that there was a gap in that we don't all get enough healthy fats in our diet. Most of us are familiar with the importance of omegas, our omegas 3, 6 and 9 that typically come from fish oil. I like the rabbit ears in the background there. We've got, obviously all our products are vegan, so we've got a plant-based omega capsule. Now, what I love about these, not only that they're vegan, so we've cut out the middle fish. So if you're not familiar, fish get their omegas from algae. So we've gone straight to the algae. We've gone to things like sea buckthorn berries, raspberry seed oil. So you're getting a broader range of omegas actually than what most fish oils will give you. So it's not just the typical 3, 6 and 9. It's 3, 5, 6, 7 and 9. And being that condensed, such high quality straight from the plant source itself, it's very easily absorbed and utilized by the body. So that's our range of capsules, and that kind of looks after, I guess, the micronutrition side of things, all the tiny little building blocks that work together to create healthful and synergistic changes in the body. We have one more product, and only one more, because nutrition should be really simple and straightforward, and this is our Juice Plus Complete Powders. Now, these look after the macronutrition side of things, your carbohydrates, your fats, your proteins. They're a plant-based protein powder. Plant-based, so much kinder to our digestive system. They actually taste amazing, and they've got so many super duper hidden ingredients in them just to give you the edge again on that nutrition in your day. They've got things like mushroom powder, pomegranate powder, pumpkin powder. There's like an organic ancient grain blend in here with amaranth and spirulina and all of these things that I personally would not get into my day if it did not taste like French vanilla or Dutch chocolate. And you're either team chocolate or team vanilla. I'm 100% team chocolate. Feel free to pop in the comments if you want or the other. I love them they're a really great breakfast on the run, really, really great post-workout. You know, if you find that you get that afternoon slump and you feel like something sweet, or you feel like something quick and easy on the go, they are the perfect whole, complete meal for you. We don't recommend them as a meal replacement, but they have absolutely everything that you need. So that covers off the product side of things. Chocolate loving Amanda. That covers off the product side of things. Now, like I mentioned before, this product can be, and in 99% of cases, in my experience, is an incredible catalyst for change. It's such a simple, easy thing that you can do in your days, to have a couple of capsules and a shake in the morning, and then it helps you to crave that healthy food. So with that in mind, we saw that there was a gap between people making that one simple change and wanting to take their health to the next level. As such, we've created what we call the Juicy Body Transformation Program. Now, I absolutely adore this program with every cell in my body, because it meets you 100% where you're at. Cross my heart, hope to die. Whatever level of change you want to make, we have it for you. From gourmet detox cleansers that can last for 21 days, right back to just wanting to change one meal a week and create family-friendly recipes. There's kids-friendly recipes. We've got Easter guides, Christmas guides, Father's Day, Mother's Day cooking, you name it. There's something for every occasion. And there's also something for every goal. So for those people that have heard about our shred and maybe are on here tonight to get more info, we're kicking off our next 8-week shred on the 22nd of July. The shred is an awesome way to kickstart results. We know that when people see results early on, it's much easier to maintain that healthy lifestyle change. So that's the idea of our 8-week shred, is to give you a kickstart first, and then we 100% support you for another 8 weeks to maintain those results. So if you're looking for more info on the products or the program, reach out. We can definitely hit you with that, but I'm going to stop talking now. We're so excited to hear from a couple of girls who are launching their businesses tonight. So Keren, if you can take yourself off mute, I'd love to have a super quick chat with you and just tell me what was your big driver for jumping into this business? What part of it made sense for you?
Question. I think I'm just sick of working too hard and not getting anywhere. And like, it's just a constant grind. Like, I've always worked labor intensive jobs, and it's just like non-stop struggle. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, just like never ending struggles, and like never getting to where you want to be. And then health too is like, I've never felt great. I've always had, just little niggling health issues. So, the opportunity to sort of get, extra money and, the benefits of that, being a bit more healthier is always a good combination.
Yeah, 100%. I know what you mean. You feel like you're kind of fighting an uphill battle, like working really hard, but not necessarily getting the edge. So tell me, what are you excited about for the future? What's one of your first goals, I guess, that you'd like to achieve in the business?
I don't know. I guess just sort of, I'd like to, you start using the product for a bit, and obviously see how it works and see how it works for me, and then I'd be able to sort of share that with other people, and basically just being able to share the product and sort of just get excited about it, because it's hard to get super excited when you haven't experienced it yet. But like, it should come any day now, so I'm pretty excited to experience it and sort of get on it for a while. And
trust me, you're gonna love it. I noticed the change within the first few days. So yeah. And I guess that's thank you, Keren, and congratulations on the launch of your business. But I guess that's what really brings this product and this program to life. This is stories that we hear and the impacts that it has on people's lives. Like I mentioned at the start, I won't go through my whole story. There's quite a few health changes that I noticed, but the biggest thing that really solidified my understanding and my belief in the product was that I had an ongoing skin condition, that whether it was visible all the time in a nasty red rash or not, I was itchy for about 18 months. Went to specialists, was told basically just to double dose on antihistamines to cover up the symptoms, and hopefully my body would sort itself out. This specialist explained to me that our bodies go through a 7-year cycle with ourselves. It will replace all of the cells within me within 7 years, and hopefully in that time would figure out the problem, sort itself out, and I won't have this horrible cholinergic urticaria anymore. But it was literally a week on the products, and I remember turning to my partner when I sat down to hop into bed. I didn't have my antihistamine, and I realised I hadn't needed it for 2 days prior because I just hadn't been itchy anymore. And touch wood, since that day, over 2 years ago, I haven't had an issue. I've been through I am originally a North Queensland girl. I've been through the North Queensland humid, hot summers that you would think would aggravate skin, but I have not had an issue. My skin has never been better. So that was the big turning point for me. But I'd love to hear from Haidee tonight. Haidee, I know you've had some incredible changes with the product and the program. Would you mind sharing with us?
Yeah, sure. And you got it right.
Yay! Points for me.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been on Juice Plus for nearly 12 months, and I had lots of changes myself, clearer skin, thicker, healthier hair. But the biggest change that's happened for me, my family, is I've been breastfeeding the whole time. And so my son's 2, and he had eczema just before I started the program. And since being on the program, or being on Juice Plus, his eczema has cleared up. We don't use any creams or anything for him. Also, he's 2 years old and still hasn't had a cold or been to the doctor, or just has a really, really healthy immune system. So I guess he's getting all the good nutrition through me. And it's just paid for itself. So, yeah, mainly just wanted to share with everyone just how good it is, not just for us, but for our little kids as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And such a priceless gift that you've given him.
Absolutely.
You know, what his health is going to be like for the rest of his life when you started it off that way. So
and now he's 2 now, and he has the chews fine, so he gets a double dose.
Love it. Love it. The healthy lollies. I heard from a new client the other day that her daughter's had her healthy lollies for 3 days, and it's the first thing she gets up and asks for in the morning now. Mummy, can I have my healthy lollies?
Yeah, and that's what he does too. Goes to the pantry and helps himself. So
love it. That's so good. Well, thank you for sharing.
So
with that, guys, we're going to make a bit of a segue into the business side of things. Like I said, the product made complete sense for me. It made complete sense for me to follow a path that I was passionate about, and that would allow me to leave my electrical trade, which I was not passionate about. But I definitely had some questions, and I had some, I guess, misconceptions that I needed to get answered. So I'm going to hand it over to the beautiful Miranda now to talk about some of those common questions.
Hey guys. Just bear with me tonight. I'm still recovering from having a little bit of a head cold. So if I cough halfway through, just ignore it. My name's Miranda, and I'm going to be going over a couple of things with you tonight. But first, I guess I just wanted to share what originally attracted me to the business. So I've been in the business now for a year. I guess I started a little bit similar to why Keren did. I was working full-time, doing the 9 to 5 grind, but going backwards in my wage, literally. Like, I had more bills piling up than I was getting paid every week. Got to a stage in my relationship where my partner was sick of paying for everything for me. So kind of knew I had to step up and do something and take charge of my life a little bit. Turning 30 this year was a bit of a wake-up call for me and kind of freaked me out a little bit that I had, turned 30, no savings, no nothing. So yeah, a year into the business now, life is pretty different for me. I get to do all the fun stuff. I'm actually really excited. I shouted all my girlfriends to the footy on Friday night, which I can't wait to go to. But yeah, all the stuff, like paid off my car heaps earlier than I thought. My partner and I have got a nice little savings packet for our first home. Yeah, and my little part-time business kind of match my full-time wage now every month, which is really cool. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys before I get started. So hopefully you can see my whiteboard okay tonight. Yeah, and I want to go over just a couple of the things that people get a little bit confused about in this business before they start. So this is what a traditional business looks like. So I work at a dance studio as a receptionist. And I guess what I don't like about that is that I have no room to grow in this business. So, you know, I'm not a dance teacher. I haven't, you know, got any training in accounts department or anything like that. So I really have no room to grow in my full-time job. I guess, you know, I have no room for growth wages-wise either. So I'm never going to get a pay rise, don't get paid bonuses, anything like that. So what I love about our business model is we literally flip it upside down. So we all come into the business as a virtual franchisee. And I guess really just by helping people with their health and sharing our own stories, we all have the same opportunities to make it to the top position in this business, which is National Marketing Director. So I guess what I love most is that you can see from this, yeah, we all have the same opportunities to get to the top position in this business, whereas at my full-time job, I'm literally never going to get any higher than right down the bottom here, which is pretty sad when I think about it. So yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. The second thing, I think people feel like they need to have a massive following on, I guess, Instagram or Facebook to really make a good go of this business. And I just want to share with you guys that I didn't at the start. I think I probably had like maybe 100 to 150 friends on Facebook, and that was it. I barely even used it half the time. So yeah, I came in to the business just with myself, obviously. And I guess really just by sharing my story and reaching out to people, I was able to share the business pretty quickly with two of my close friends, Crystal and Coralie. Funny enough, they both were stay-at-home mums of two kids that really didn't want to go back to work. And I guess you can see from this, as I'm drawing, like how the business can really grow quite quickly. So Coralie then introduced the business to Julie. She was a swim instructor, but that worked with kids. And Sian, and then there was Megan. Like, the names just really go on. But I just want to share that I really only knew like two people when I came into this business, and it can grow really, really quickly just from knowing those people. So yeah, I think probably where the business side really comes to life is when we hear some stories, which is really cool. So I think we're going to hear from a couple of people now.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Miranda. So Jordan, are you free, hun? I know you've had quite an incredible journey with our business. So if you could take yourself off mute and let us know, yeah, what made sense for you at the beginning? What was life like before Juice Plus? And
Yes.
yeah, what are you excited about for the future?
Cool. This is so great because I was actually just talking to one of my teamies this afternoon about this. And for me, it was, you know, I've done everything I was supposed to do, okay? I, you know, went to school, got good grades, went to uni, got 3 degrees, got the jobs that I was supposed to get. And for me, it still wasn't, you know, fulfilling the way that I wanted it, you know, my life to be fulfilled. I kind of felt like I ticked all the boxes that I, you know, needed to tick. And then, you know, I was sort of like, well, what now? You know, income-wise, you know, I was still just relying on that week-to-week paycheck because that's all, you know, like you sort of hit the ceiling of where you want to go. So for me, I wanted to create something that was mine and my own, that I could grow. I hate being stagnant in a place and in a like in a job and being like, this is all you're earning each week. I like to be able to push myself, and I like to be able to know that there's no ceiling for what I can earn. I've always owned, when I owned a gym and everything myself, that was what I thrived on, was, you know, expanding and growing. And that, to me, like, that sort of brought back a lot of meaning for me and passion in my work. So
Yes, I mean, financially, what it was for me was just getting those 2 steps ahead, because, you know, we all know that we get 1 step ahead, 2 steps behind. Like we finally feel like we're on top of something, and then the dog needs to go to the vet or the car breaks down, and, you know, then we're just like, well, now we're 2 steps behind again. So for me at the start, it was just getting ahead and just, you know, like having that backup plan that I didn't have before, and without working myself into the ground with a dead end job. Not that I'm saying that my work is dead end. I love my job, but there was nowhere for me to grow or continue. So yes, like I said, it was about bringing that passion back. It was about getting ahead, and like I think, you know, after these, I've been in this for 4 months now, and I feel like the weight has just lifted off my chest. Like when you can pay those bills at the start of the month before your wage even comes in, it's like you can just breathe so much easier. It's just this stress that's been taken off your shoulders, which, you know, makes us feel lighter and happier. And then we know that we can then inspire more people to live this life as well. So that's what I'm really excited about, is helping other people to feel this, and, you know, that have done everything that they were supposed to do and what their parents wanted them to do. But, you know, is that the way? Is it working? I don't know. It wasn't working for me. So that's why I chose this. And I know a lot of my teamies are in the same boat, because they're sort of following in the same footsteps. And yeah, so I guess that's my story.
That's awesome. Thanks, Jordan. And you hit the nail on the head. Like, everyone knows the traditional way to make money and to get ahead in life, but is it really working? And it wasn't working. So
yes.
Yeah, I definitely had to go, what if? What if this is the way?
What if? What if? And what have you got to lose? Like, we've made so many friends. Exactly. Like, I love the community. The community probably is my biggest thing for this. And just being connected with all you lovely ladies, and yeah, it's wonderful.
Yeah, love it. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jordan.
No worries.
So I'm going to hand over now to Coralie to share her business story with us as well. And then Coralie gets to hit the fun part, the money.
Hey everyone. I was just 2 years ago, I found myself really struggling. I was a stay-at-home mum. My daughter was born with a lot of medical problems. So I originally was a nurse, so I found myself not being able to go back to work. I needed to be home to take care of her. We were traveling back and forth. I live in a rural community. It's a 5-hour drive to the specialist care. So things were stressful. My husband was taken off work. We were losing money. I had no income. On top of that, she's had 30 surgeries. So the stress. So I was just looking for a way to kind of create an income from home, but being able to be home with her. So really, I was a little skeptical. I was like, oh, people don't make money off these kind of things. I actually never thought they do. I thought they just kind of wanted to get money from the product. But I'm like, oh, okay, I'll give it a go. The product stood out, and well, that was a year ago now. To say it's changed our life is huge. In this year, I've made $30,000. So, yeah, we've taken holidays. I spoil the kids. We're not as stressed. We're finishing renovations. We're booking holidays. We don't fight as much. I could keep going and going and going, but to say the least, and just the community I've developed as a person in myself. Yeah, I wouldn't ever go back to nursing. I worked hard, and yeah, and I dreaded it. And I'd done it for so long. So it's more just about do something you love, and this has really gave me and my family a chance of freedom. So yeah, that's my little business story. Yeah, and tonight I really get to share the exciting part, the 3 ways we get paid in this business. Really, the first way we get paid in this business is retail profit. So I really love that we don't have to spend money to make money in this business. For only $165, you can own your own business, and that's really it. All we do is recommend products. We don't hold stock. We keep it quite simple. Head office connects the customer and ships it directly to them. So that all quite made sense to me. We're just kind of the middleman, and we get to inspire healthy living and really just change people's lives, and head office does all the hard work for us. The second part is commission. So while supporting our teams, we get paid a residual income. This is where kind of the magic happens in the business. This is what we like to call beach money. This is where, say if we had a day off, our businesses really keep growing even if we take the time off. Like, I have no boss telling me when and where I can take holidays, so it's pretty cool that I can just go on a holiday next week if I wanted to, and it'll be okay. I would still get paid at the end of the month. And the third way is bonuses. In my old job in nursing, I never got paid bonuses. Nothing like that. In this business, it's bonuses start from $400 to $10,000 a month when you hit milestones, and when you also help other people hit milestones. So I love the fact we help others and also get paid for that. And what we do is, in business, we call bonus money fun money. So it's really just about spending that money on ourselves that we probably would never have got to, because bonus money is fun money. And that's really the 3 ways we get paid.
Love it. Thank you, Coralie. I did love the bonus money. I've had a bit of fun with bonus money over the years. So I guess I just want to finish off by encouraging you guys to consider, if something sparked your interest tonight, get your questions answered is the first thing that I would say. Go to the person that sent you this link or that invited you along, and get your questions answered. Be totally unapologetically curious. It is the best thing that I ever did. I guess when I jumped on a call just like this, I spoke to the person that invited me, told them that I didn't have the $165 to start this business. And he actually said to me, that's exactly why you need this business. You know, I was 26 years old with very little money to my name, and it's a completely different story now. I'm so grateful that I did say, what if this is the thing that gets me free of my electrical trade and able to move across Australia, travel for a couple of weeks and have months off work and not have to worry about having a traditional job. So I'm happier than ever. I hope that at the very least we have inspired you to make a change for your health tonight. Thank you so much to everyone for joining us, and thanks to the girls for presenting.